Hey everyone. So this screencast is to help you create a parent information form to collect information. So for example, this was mine from last year where I collected student names, cell phone numbers, um, asked them whether they wanted to be on my contact sheet, mailing list information, and then volunteer information. So, you can really ask whatever you want. There are two ways you can go about this. If you are one of the teachers who used one of these last year, what you'll want to do is go to your Google Drive and locate it wherever it's at. So, mine's right here, and then you would want to open it up. So I've already got mine open. If you did not do one last year, that's fine. I've made a template. Everybody should have this GAF tips folder shared with them. So you would want to go into your shared with me and you want to type this capital GAFT, which stands for Google Apps for Education Tips. And when you click in there, you want to go to the back to school parent form folder, and then you're going to open this class information form template, which when you open it, it will look like this. And so everybody who did it last year, yours is going to look like this when you open it. And if you're using the template, it will look like this. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on this little link right here that says try the new Google form. The reason that you want to do that is because the new version is just a little more user friendly. So once you do that, then your form is going to look like this. So now we're going to talk through exactly what you need to do to set it up. So basically, yours should say response is 0 because this is mine, and then my response is from this last year. So you're going to have this, and the first thing that you're going to do is you are going to go over here to this little options menu, and you're going to click on it, and you are going to choose make a copy right here. The reason you're going to do that is because if you start editing this one from last year, it's going to save it on last year's stuff with last year's responses. So anytime you make something new in Google, remember you before you change anything, you want to make a copy. So you're going to hit make a copy, and then you're going to change the name of it. So, whatever you want to call it, I'm just going to get rid of the copy of and change it to 1617 Froggy Class Information because that's what I always call it. So call it whatever you want. And then you are going to hit OK. And once you hit OK, it'll open a new tab and you will have a brand new form of your own. Now, the chances are that probably saved right now. For some reason, it's supposed to save it in the folder you're in, but it's not been doing that lately. So if you go to my drive and scroll down, it'll be depending on what you named it. Like I named it 1617. So I'm just going to search it because it'll be quicker because I have a lot of files in here. So 1617 Froggy Class. Oh, 16-17. There it is. So what you want to do then is search for it. And when it pops up, you can right click on it and you can say move to, and then you can put it wherever you want it. So I can put it in my drive, and then I'm going to put it in I have a folder that's 2016, 2017. So that's where I'm going to put it. So, put yours wherever it makes sense to you. But go ahead and move it now because if you don't, you will forget to do it later. So once you have that, make sure you close out of the template or your old form so you don't accidentally start working in the wrong form. And then you are going to want to make your changes. So this looks a little different for those of you who did it last year, but it's actually very simple. So I put a picture in mine. The way that I added the picture was just right here, add image. So if you have a picture that you want to put in there, also make sure that your title, like obviously mine needs to be updated to have the correct year. So make sure, everything is the way you want it. Um, a couple pieces of information. Last year, we discovered that you are going to want your the student first name and last name separate for when you make a Google contact list. So just that would be my only suggestion, would be to keep those separate. And then you can put in whatever information you want. So if you want to add something, this little bar over here will give you all of your options. So you can add a title and a description. So like if you notice here, I had a title that says family information, and that's right that that's right there. If you want to you can duplicate that, you can delete it. So if you didn't want that there, you could just hit the delete button. If you want to add a video, if you took a video of your classroom and you wanted parents to be able to see that, you could put that in there. And then the plus just gives you questions you can add. So like you might want to just keep what's here on the template. Chances are, obviously, you're not going to want my picture. So you could delete it right there. Then scroll down, like keep whatever you want. Anything you don't want, like, you might not do a class contact sheet. So you would just click on there and then you could hit the delete button. Also, you might notice on any of the questions, there's this little toggle, whether you can make it a required question that parents have to answer, or if you toggle it off, then it's optional whether they answered or not. Okay, but say I wanted to add in here, I don't know. Say I decided I've got mom and dad's cell phone. For example, say I wanted to have a backup phone number or something like that. So I would just add a question. It's going to put it directly under the question that I'm at. And then I can go ahead and type in whatever my question is. So backup phone number, or, whatever you're going to put, and then decide on the type. So I don't need multiple choice for that. Obviously, it's just going to be short answer. They're just going to type it in. So I would just check that, and then that's that. I don't really want that, so I'm going to delete it. So then you can just scroll down, look through, make your changes. Like this right here, this volunteer information was a title and a description. So you can keep the title and description. You can change it. That's up to you. Let's see. This type right here, I have one for my PTO chairs. I use the checkbox format. You can also do, I think most of mine were checkbox. But you could also, like if there was something where you wanted to give them drop down options, you could make a drop down menu and then you would add in their drop down options. So it really kind of just depends, and you'll have to play with it a little bit to see which type of questions you like the most. And then I add in hopes and dreams and family information, and then the parents can, that's a paragraph, so they can type as much as they want. So that's pretty much it. Once you're sure you're happy with the way that you want it to be set up, then you need to make sure you have the correct settings. So up here at the top, you have the settings, and you're going to click on that, and you want to make sure that it says anyone can respond, because if it says Mason City Schools, then every time you send this link to a parent, you're going to have to approve it. So make sure it's on anyone. You can put in whatever little thing you wanted to say at the end. Like I allow for them to submit another response or edit the response because they may realize, that they forgot something or whatever. And once you're sure, then just hit save. So then after that, you basically are ready to share it. Now, obviously, when we hit send at school, a lot of times we're going to send it out via email. But for this particular case, you want to hit on the link. And then I always hit the shorten URL because it's a shorter thing. And you're going to copy this, and then you can paste it into your welcome letter, and parents will be able to paste this in, and then you will be getting your responses as soon as they get their welcome letter. So that's all you need to do. Once you've done that, you will be all set.